was an absolutely beautiful day. So glad I left that jacket at home because I didn't even need it.
Yeah, great temperatures today. Let's bring in Denver 7 meteorologist Danielle Grant with even warmer weather in store for us this week.
Especially as we head into the weekend. We were in the 70s today, but 80s are on the horizon. As we look outside, yes, we started off the day with a bit more cloud cover, but that did not stop our temperatures from warming and warming fast. We were in the low to mid 70s up and down I-25. Eastern Plains pretty toasty too, in the upper 70s, 50s in Leadville, 60s up towards Steamboat, and about 65 in Eagle. The climate calendar still looking pretty good. Temperatures running a solid about 12 degrees above our average. Not quite into record-setting territory just yet, but we could head there on Saturday. High pressure is around, so that's going to keep us dry. You can see this next storm system anchored to our north in parts of Wyoming, as well as Montana, the Dakotas, looking at some scattered rain showers. Most of the precipitation stays to the north of Colorado. We'll be looking at a few clouds pushing in and that cold front that will drive across the area, dropping our temperatures by just a couple of degrees tomorrow, but we'll still be above average. Look for partly cloudy conditions this evening. Overnight lows only dropping into the upper 30s and low 40s here for eastern Colorado, with 20s and 30s up through the mountains and into the foothills. Still going to be a mild night. The winds will start to kick up just a bit, and we will once again have to contend with them tomorrow afternoon and deal with some pretty high fire danger. Looking at the futurecast, 11 o'clock, that cloud cover starting to push back in. Maybe an isolated little snow flurry otherwise up in the mountains. Otherwise, everyone else stays dry. This takes us throughout much of the day tomorrow. We're looking pretty good with a bit more sunshine, but those strong winds will be racing in from the northwest, so we'll be looking easily at wind gusts upwards of 40 to 50 miles per hour. Areas in red under the red flag warning. This does include the Denver metro area up toward Fort Collins, stretching off to the eastern plains with a fire weather watch toward Ray and Burlington. Like I said, those winds will be fierce. Humidity values going to be less than about 15% throughout much of the day tomorrow. Looking at the wind gust forecast tomorrow afternoon, by about 2-3 o'clock, you can just see the coloring contours and the worst of the wind. Easily 40 to 50 mile per hour wind gusts coming off the Cheyenne Ridge, off across far northeastern Colorado along I-76. Might be a little bit of a bumpy ride for you. And then by about 7-8 o'clock, that advisory will expire. We'll start to see the winds weaken just a little bit for us. We still should have plenty of sunshine, and temperatures will be sitting in the low 70s. So just a couple of degrees cooler than today. Not bad. Warm down there in Pueblo and Lamar, and the 80s with 50s and 60s yet again. Up through the high country, about 55 in Estes Park as well as Allens Park tomorrow afternoon, with upper 60s in Aurora and through Parker. Looking at the Super 7-day forecast, we'll be watching another cold front that rolls in. Again, it's a dry one. We'll still have plenty of sunshine, but it will take us back to the mid 60s on Thursday. The 80-degree heat, though, makes a comeback Friday and Saturday. We could be looking at a record on Saturday. Slightly cooler weather with a chance for a few showers coming our way early next week. We're back right after this.